What's up?
Hello, everyone. Don't
We're
get
here.
mad that I'm playing Boba Data Vault. Don't put in the
Nobody's
YouTube comments
See,
that I'm playing Boba Data Vault.
I'm smoothing it out because we're showing our Akbar.
That's
so that makes up for it, right?
Yeah. Then I got a PQ this weekend, and so I feel that Boba Data Vault is a well-positioned deck in the format. I'm not going to go as far as to say that it is the best deck in the format. But
It certainly had the most consistent wins of any other deck.
So that I think the deck is like they're just draws you can win.
Yeah.
I think you just have some draws. You just play your cards. The thing is you have a just a very linear game plan. Do damage, right? Thought as we're going again at the Data Vault meta, you hate that. Well, so I think that the different bases make the game extremely interesting, right? You have to make a choice, right? Whether you want ECL or you want Data Vault if you're playing green, right? Like if you're a control deck,
Those
obviously
are like two very different decks.
Yeah, and the guard deck I think is a good example. I actually think that guard deck is pretty solid into a lot of control plans because it has such powerful things that it can do with ambushing, right? And your units are generally hard to remove from the table. So now there was a question before the stream started whether I'm playing droids or no droids. I am on team no droids for Boba Fett. Now, I respect the Invisible Hand package. I like the idea of having a nice toolbox of units to go get.
I like the droid and the ship droid that does 2 damage to base.
Yes.
Like those are pretty impressive, and they work well with Boba ability.
Right, and the 3-drop. This is a droid. So while the droid missile platform won't go into play, you do get to draw it as a card. You can also put HK-47 into play, and he's really good. Like I honestly think HK-47 is like part of the reason why this deck is so powerful, because when the thing in the past that was a problem for decks that wanted to interact with the opponent's units was that you weren't getting any forward progress. And so HK-47 is a relatively beefy body that the opponent doesn't, like, he either gains a bunch of life because your opponent had to attack into it with some sort of attack that's not going to your base. But as you are answering threats on the board, you're getting damage done to the base and then triggering Boba's ability, right? So, Con 4, Talzin, Cunning, and I started to like Morgan as a 4-drop. The Morgan Restore, sack a unit, gain, or draw a card one. She's an interesting card. There's a lot of those like mid-level guys that I just don't think are quite powerful enough.
Yeah, she's not impacting the board enough when she's played, and really not quite enough when she's in attacking, right?
I think you won, yeah. Yeah, there was a unit that I thought was maybe better than it turned out to be, and that was the 2/4 Restore for 3. That's a blue-black villainy. Unit. That guy's Imperial, and I was like, oh man, Tarkin's back, baby. We can like play this dude, buff him with Tarkin, or the TIE Fighter, the one that puts 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Yeah, so yeah, Legacy Run. I was play testing against a Palpatine Yellow, and Legacy Run was like big problems. Big damage, big problems. Can I afford?
Akbar does not have Unity of Purpose. It's not mono green. I don't know. Does it play? Do some Akbars play Unity of Purpose?
Okay. Maybe does Unity of Purpose buff all of your units?
It does, I think. I'll bottom this.
I'm gonna play a TIE Bomber.
Play Republic Y-Wing.
I'm going to take the initiative.
Yes.
First action, I'm going to attack with the TIE Bomber, deal 3 indirect damage.
Collect some tokens here. And then 1 base.
And then deal indirect damage.
I'm going to Akbar the Y-Wing and make an X-Wing.
I'm going to dagger down the Y-Wing.
I'll play an X-Wing.
I will take the initiative.
Take it for 1. Go to the top. I'll bottom that. And pass.
How many of these tokens do I want to fight forever is a great question, I think. To your base, attack with the TIE Bomber. Let's attack with the TIE Bomber, and then I'll deal 3 indirect damage and then 1 indirect damage.
I'll take it all base.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight the Vanguard.
Okay. I'll pass.
Akbar R2. Make an X-Wing.
I'll pass.
Play Sundari Peacekeeper.
I'm gonna open fire the ready X-Wing token.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass.
I'm gonna Akbar. Make an X-Wing.
I'm gonna attack and do 3 indirect damage and then do 1 indirect damage to you.
I'll take 3 on the Peacekeeper and 1 on an X-Wing.
Okay.
I'll attack you with the Peacekeeper.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
I'm gonna play the Dornian gunship, and you're gonna take 2 indirect damage.
1 and base. I'll play Leia and ready a resource.
I'll take the initiative.
Play Millennium Falcon. Attack you for 1 with R2. Look at the top. Both at the bottom. And Millennium Falcon and this X-Wing. I'll just send to your base.
Yep.
And pass. I'll pay for the Falcon.
Okay, I am going to
Grenade strike, yeah, be a good sideboard option for sure.
In the Boba Fett deck, there's 2 grenade strikes in the main, so it is a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to. Let's see. We've got a Boba Fett deploy, which can clean up some of this space, and the big advantage to cleaning up a bunch of this space is that it shuts off the blue whatever, the resistance squad. I think that's what I do. We'll dump Boba Fett into the TIE bomber. There's a temptation to play some stuff, like tap out to play something and then try to use Boba Fett's ability on this side, but I think I just need to clear up the stuff. So I think it's X-Wing, 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 and then I've got 1 damage left, which I will dump into, we'll say the Sundari Peacekeeper.
Okay. I'll take you for 3.
Okay. Let's hit you for 4, and I'll do 3 indirect damage to you.
Falcon. I'm trying out to see what happens if I just throw my indirect on my shit.
Yeah, I got you.
Instead of dumping it all on the base. I'll attack you with Sundari.
Sure. I will attack you for 4 with the gunship.
I'll Akbar R2 and make an X-Wing.
I'm gonna Ruthless Raider. Will shoot down the X-Wing and then do 2 damage to your base.
I will deploy Akbar.
I will take the initiative. Give Akbar a gun.
He's gonna gun.
Okay.
Picking up a whole gun. And he will attack for 5. And I'll exhaust Leia. Make an X-Wing. And pass. I will pay for Falcon.
One. I will planetary bombardment. So take 12 indirect damage.
Well,
I thought about doing that last turn. I don't know.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I'll attack with that Akbar for 5. I'll exhaust R2. Make an X-Wing.
I will send Boba Fett after the Falcon, and I'll do 3 indirect damage.
I guess I could just like dump 1 of them on the Falcon if I wanted to.
I wonder if I'm supposed to attack you, but the problem is I have 12 damage, and that only puts you to 30, right?
Yeah.
So I think I have to. I had like a couple of plays I could make here, but
3 indirects. So
one play is attack with Boba Fett first to get some indirect damage. I need 7 damage to die. I am looking at 7 damage, interestingly.
take it for 2.
Okay. I'll attack you for 4.
Attack you for 3.
I can attack you for 4 and then die to the Leia swing.
Boom.
Yeah. I wonder. So I could have the bombardmented before I deployed Boba Fett. That might have been the call, because either it all goes to your base or you load your dudes up and then Boba Fett kills 4 guys.
Yeah, I mean, he killed 3.
3's a lot.
So, but he probably would definitely would have killed 4 then, yeah.
Yeah. 3 was a lot.
I do think I'll be more mindful about leaving guys at 1 health.
Running Vader pilots, no. I think attachments are in. I am running. My intention is to play 1 attachment in this deck, and that is Boba Fett as a pilot. If my opponent is going to board in confiscates, bamboozles, and all that stuff, then I feel like I get blown out if I play the Vader pilot. So. Yeah, overwhelming barrage would have been pretty good, right? I had an IG 2000. The problem was my mana didn't line up the way that I wanted it to. We call him old Justin Hotshot because he's always got one in the resource row.
I mean, it's just.
I had a Fang fighter, but that wasn't like a good play that turn, right?
Yeah, you had no real opportunity to play a Fang fighter.
Yeah, not if I wanted to like play the good stuff. So.
Yeah. I like this Akbar deck. I haven't got to drop the Babu Frick yet. Only everyone's favorite character.
Alright, so I don't think that card is good in this matchup. And I kind of want this card at some point. We just got to probably draw into it. Sorry, I'll play a silencer.
I'll keep that.
I'll take initiative.
Y-Wing. Pass.
I will attack the Y-Wing. Interestingly, I think killing your dudes is damage in this deck.
Yeah, I would say so. I'll make an X-Wing.
I'm going to play a super laser attack.
Play Leia and ready a resource.
I'm going to take the initiative.
Play Babu Frick. Pass.
Okay. Attack your base for 3.
I'll attack your base for 2.
I'm gonna smash the super laser attack into Leia.
I'm gonna Babu R2 in your base for 4.
Sure.
Bottom.
I'm gonna daring raid this X-wing and then Boba you.
I'll take it on Bob you. I'll play the Resistance Blue Squadron and do a damage.
I'll play the IG 2000 and 1 damage to everything.
I'll take initiative.
I will pass.
Take it for 3.
5 open. I'll slap Fett in here. I'll do 2 to Babu and 1 to R2 and 1 to the Blue Squadron.
That's 7 damage. I think I'll exhaust it. Oh, it's non-leader. His other side is leader.
Yeah.
I will R2 then, or I'll make an X-wing with R2.
Sure. 4 open. Obi.
Yep.
Sweep all this off the table.
Oh.
Break out the brooms. Sorry, this R2 is in the discard pile, sir.
Falcon.
Do I just blast? I think I actually blast through the Falcon here, right? I'll attack the Falcon. I'll hit you for 6. Sorry, 5 trample, right? 3, 7, 8, 9, minus 4, 5. So take 5.
Right, I'll take initiative.
Pass.
Let's play Akbar.
I'll hit you for 7.
Play Resistance Blue Squadron, do a damage.
TIE Bomber.
Take it for 3.
I think I take initiative.
Yes.
I will resource nothing. I'm gonna hit you for 7. Is it worth it to fight through the Resistance Blue Squadron? I think at this point, I think I just do the 7 to your base. Force you to answer me, since I'm like pretty far ahead in the race here.
Let's U-wing reinforcement.
Okay. A lot of stuff you could hit off that.
Shuttle tech R2. The shuttle will capture the bomber.
Sure.
R2 will do a thing. I'll keep it on top.
I'll play the Dornian gunship and you'll take 2 indirect damage. Difference the pressure difference this time is like totally reversed.
Different.
Totally reversed.
I will take it.
All right, I'm dropping HK 47, and then I'll pass.
Let's pick up a gun for its real smuggle cost. I will fight HK.
Okay.
And I'll exhaust Boba.
I get an X-Wing. I'm gonna attack you for 4.
Take it for 1. Bottom.
I'm gonna maul Akbar. I'll hit you for 3. Three, sir.
That'll do it.
Okay.
That'll do it. That's too many things. Too many problems. Alright, match time. Oh, I need to check on my rice real quick. I'm not sure if I started my rice cooker. I just had this thought. And if I didn't start it, I'm cooking brown rice, so it's gonna be like an hour and a half. I'll be hungry.
Yeah, well, you'll hear an explosion in the background.
We're good. We started it 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, the difference of having like if you're gonna swarm the dude with 3 and 4 toughness dudes, then Boba Fett's power is less useful. So that game I got ramp plus I got Kylo's tie, which did some amount of work, right? Kylo's tie got some damage in, killed a Y-wing, was positioned, and like it ate a blue squadron ping as well, which I mean for a 2-drop I felt like that did a lot of work.
You just like controlling menus. I couldn't really use Akbar to make the X-Wing swarm building into those later turns.
Yep.
And the ramp was really good too.
Right. Yeah, the combination of IG-2000 and overwhelming barrage was just a lot of dead units, right? I drew the IG-2000 on 6 resources last game, and it was like, if I had drawn it slightly earlier, then I could have punished the put damage on plans plan, right? Okay.
Akbar doesn't really want to be dealing with big fat stuff.
No. I think that's the secret to this Boba Fett deck. It's the Dornian gunship and the Ruthless Raider.
Yeah.
Both of those are like a pain in the ass for a lot of decks to deal with. Like the aggro hero decks, all their stuff and space is 3 power, right? You're like, I have to eat a surprise strike plus like a falcon to kill the Dornian gunship. It sounds like a bad exchange, right? Okay, that card pretty sure useless in this matchup.
1.
Ooh. A 14. I'll take the initiative. I'll play Kylo Silencer.
R2.
I will take the initiative.
Y-Wing. The consideration for a second was play Y-Wing, put R2 on it.
Yeah.
Which would have been kind of sick about another 1-drop. But
Yeah, if I have open fire,
then it's
though,
just bad, yeah.
yeah.
I think it's fine if you're trading into it, so it's whatever.
Yeah, I think you are fine. I mean, like, yeah, exactly. You're like, I have to make this attack. I don't love it, but I have to make the attack.
I'll make a X-Wing.
I'll play a Knight of Written.
Like Gungi.
Gungi. I'll take the initiative.
Written fights my stuff pretty well. Pass.
And he fights it forever.
Yeah.
Just like forever. Okay, so I have to send the silencer into your base.
I'll sanction or shuttle the knight.
I am going to Fett's Fire Spray, so you'll take 2 indirect, and then 1 indirect.
I'll Akbar R2.
I'm going to take the initiative.
I'll fight the silencer. I'll attack you for 2. I spent all my resources.
Yeah, you didn't tap it when you tapped Akbar, but you didn't like pay the. I am. I'm gonna daring raid the Sanctioner Shuttle. Oh, I'll Fett you, I think. I'll Fett you.
I will Akbar R2.
Okay. The fire spray is going to attack your base for 4, and I'll do 2 indirect damage to you.
You've already Boba Fetted?
I have already Fetted.
Already done Fetted. Take it for 2.
The eternal question: use your mana effectively or develop? Yes, I'm gonna play a TIE bomber.
Take it for 2.
I will take the initiative.
Play R2. What was that card? Play the Millennium Falcon. Take it for 3. And pass. I'll pay.
What am I resourcing here? I guess it's that. Okay. I think it is. Have the Knight of Ren fight that R2.
Chewbacca.
I resourced the Fang Fighter this turn. This turn. So fucking heated over that. All right.
Chewbacca.
All right. Fett's gonna jump in the fire spray then. I got 4 damage. I think it's kill this X-Wing token and then kill Gungi.
Dead Gungi. Alright. Tag you for 6.
Play a Dornian gunship. You're gonna take 3 indirect damage.
Akbar, exhaust, R2.
Fett's fire spray is going to attack you for 8, and you'll take 2 indirect damage.
Take 1 base. Play Babu Frick.
TIE Bomber is going to attack you. I'm going to do 3 indirect damage.
The base. I'll play Akbar.
I'm going to take the initiative.
I'll tag you for 3. I'll make a X-Wing. And pass. Paper foul.
I'm going to fire spray you for 8, and you'll take 2 indirect damage.
You on Akbar. All right. Gun. Attack you for 5. Exhaust the Dornian.
I'm going to planetary bombardment you for 12. I have no idea if this wins. I don't know how many hit points you have remaining.
Akbar. Oh god. So I can only take 2 on base. No, I can only take 2 on. No, I can't take 2 on my base.
So you have you need 10 hit points remaining. You have 3 right here. You have 5 right here. Well, you could, in theory, have Akbar die, right? So
yeah,
you
I think Akbar does die.
I think you.
So I'm gonna take 1 on the base. I need 11 more. Akbar has 6 more. And that's
so 4 remaining.
4 remaining.
Yeah,
I think Babu Frick maybe. Yeah, I think Babu Frick explodes. Okay.
So not quite enough to win there.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So I'll attack you for 1.
I take the initiative if you somehow miscount. You attack one of my things, and okay.
Thank you for this many.
Yeah. sideboard.
That was a good game.
Yeah, if I had saved the stupid... So the thing is I know the win con in that deck is Anakin, right? When Justin has like 6 X-Wings like that, Anakin kills me, right? So I saved the daring, the Fang Fighter. I was like stranglehold on the Fang Fighter the whole time. Okay. So I think these, those. I think the difference is 100% overwhelming barrage or not.
Yeah.
Because the thing is you're not like killing my stuff, and so I can. The overwhelming barrage is always going to be for like 6 or more, right? Potentially way more.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely needed the overwhelming barrage, right? Like, I mean, I think this game is or this is a. It might be a point in favor of bombing run in the sideboard to clean up space. You could split your. You could put like a couple more things that are decent on the ground in the deck, and that way you can decide whether you want to go space or whatever. So the thing is against like hero yellow. You have to be prepared to be bamboozled, so Boba Fett's actually better on the ground. Maybe it's worth it to deploy him and kill a bunch of stuff, but you can't just play into bamboozle, otherwise you're going to lose the game. So you're better off deploying Boba Fett on the ground and letting him get busy there. Now, there are I've seen a lot of these data vault decks that play like the First Order Stormtrooper. I think it only makes sense if you're playing the Vader leading the 501st. That's the only way that makes sense, is you're trying to hit a 2 and a 1 drop. But I don't like the First Order Stormtrooper. I much prefer the tap out plan with this deck. Mm-hmm. If I like pay 3 resources and play the droid missile platform, and then I pay 4 and I play the Fett's Fire Spray, and then I pay 5 and I play the Dornian, and then I pay 6 and I play the Ruthless Raider. Like that's better than whatever else I could be doing. And if like late game, if I'm drawing like First Order Stormtroopers, I'm like, well, that sucks. But if late game I'm drawing mid-rangey things, then I'm better off. Something like Salvage is better, in my opinion, than the First Order Stormtroopers. I draw a late game Salvage, I get my pick of whatever's in the discard pile. Plus, Salvage is really good against Force Throw. First Order Stormtroopers 4 damage each round with Boba. Yeah, but he's a 1 toughness dude who sucks shit, right? That's the thing with him. That's his problem. I'm gonna play Pride.
I'll play Alliance X.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass.
The problem is like the First Order Stormtrooper is like dog food for the blue-red hero decks, right? Like I understand that he's not bad. Like I actually think First Order Stormtrooper is like a fine unit, but I don't think it deserves a spot in this deck, like in a Data Vault deck, right? The thing about Data Vault is like you need a specific concentration of things. I'm not a big fan of like having any 1-drops in the deck, right? You're just gonna get screwed by variants. All right, Pride's gonna attack you. I'll deal 2 with Pride, and then I'll Boba Fett and deal 1 to you.
So I'll take 4.
Okay.
Make an X-wing.
I'll Vanguard the X-wing.
I'll play Anakin.
I'll take initiative.
Yes.
I am going to attack you for 2 with the Vanguard.
I'll lay it and exhaust the general. Really, yeah, right.
I'm gonna grenade strike. I'll do 2 to Leia and 1 to Anakin there, and then I'll Boba Fett and do 1 indirect to you.
Yeah, I'll exhaust Anakin, make it X-wing.
I'll play Kylo's silencer.
We'll crash.
I'll take initiative.
Pass. Very interesting turn. You didn't get 2 turns with nuance like that in the first set. I'll tell you that.
No. I'm going to overwhelming barrage the Vanguard, and then I'll Boba Fett and deal an indirect to you.
Well. Lay Bright Hope.
I'll attack you for 2 and do 2 indirect to you.
I'll play R2. Bottom.
But get the 4 damage into the Bright Hope, thus killing the TIE Vanguard. Do we leave? So I didn't want to overwhelming barrage Pride there because then you just Akbar me and it's like too good, right? Because you're like shutting down a bunch of damage. That's why I split the focus there, if anybody's wondering. Now, I could put 4 damage into the Bright Hope, but the Vanguard goes away. If I leave the Vanguard around, that kind of incentivizes you to at least hang on to the Bamboozle, because I could always deploy Fett into it. But also, the initiative with Pride is really, really good, right? So I think I take the initiative. We say goodbye to the overwhelming barrage damage,
Okay.
but
Pass.
all right. We'll kick things off with a Pride attack into you, and then a Boba Fett.
I took 2. All resistance, 2 damage.
I'm going to deploy Boba Fett to the ground.
I'll exhaust R2 and make an X-wing.
I'm going to attack you for 4 on the ground.
I'll play Akbar.
I will take the initiative.
Akbar's gonna fight Pride.
Because he's only done 4,500 damage to you.
He's done literally all.
We're talking about first order stormtroopers over here. Look at Allegiant General Pride. He worked his way up through the ranks. Okay, he earned that role. Okay, I don't think the first order stormtrooper. I don't think did.
I can't argue with that. And I'll pass.
Unfortunately, I didn't play any cards that turn, so I have to.
He played no cards.
Yeah, I have to. For content purposes, I have to. Talk about the military ranks and the first order. All right, I'm hitting you for 4. Yeah,
I'm just looking.
I know.
I'm just checking. I'm gonna attack you for 3.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Exhaust R2.
I literally can't believe it.
I haven't done any damage to you.
No, you've been getting your ass beat, frankly. Yeah. I'm gonna Fett's Fire Spray. I'm gonna do 2 indirect damage to you.
I'll attack you for 3.
I'm gonna Vanguard and I'll smoke that X-wing. Sorry.
I'm gonna U-wing.
Sure.
4, 8, 10. Blue Leader Falcon Greedo. I'll put Greedo into play. I'll have Blue Leader ambush. And I'll play Falcon.
I'll take the initiative.
I'm gonna fight the Fire Spray. I'll attack you for 3. I'll pass. Out of real estate in space.
That's the one space where there's the most real estate.
I'll pay for Falcon.
Or I guess least. Do you have to have land? Is it just a cubic area for real estate?
Now we're just getting into the definition of real estate. I mean, who knows? Who could say?
I'll fight you for 4.
All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is not enough damage to kill you. Okay. Let's attack with Akbar and exhaust R2.
I'm gonna reinforcement walker. I'll pitch this and gain 3.
This is actually packing a 1-up Victor Leader. That'd be cheeky.
That would be cheeky.
I will play U-wing. So you could play Victor Leader with U-wing, right, for free, and without
for 3,
yeah,
right. without
because like that seems kind of
it's not bad.
Seems kind of good.
You just resource it, right? Like if you're paying 7
exactly.
to win the game with like tech or somebody, who cares, right? Wedge, yeah, Wedge is not bad, but doesn't go fast enough not to have the big units at the end to win. Yeah, the deck is very slow, right? That's the thing. It is it is very slow. It's like a juggernaut, right? It just slowly gets enough stuff.
7.
Boom. Take initiative.
All right. 3 damage. 2. 2. 3. Okay, 3. 3. Okay. Last Akbar 1 PQ winner. Choose sides, and that is such an impactful card. Ooh, that is.
Yeah,
that's
all right.
good.
Choose sides here is probably.
I can see
choose
choose sides being a really good sideboard inclusion for this deck. At least.
Walker attacks you for 6. I'll discard this planetary bombardment and gain 3.
It's gun time. Boy's picking up a gun. He's in here for 5.
A Devastator and kill you.
No! Fuck. Alright, well. Okay.
Too hot.
Okay. You see, that's why I need Victor Leader. I mean, like, Victor Leader for 5 would have also been good.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
So I think I win like last turn if I had it.
Well, there were 7 space units. I guess you had to attack with some of them, but you attacked into the Fett's fire spray. I guess you
that was the
attacked
turn before.
Okay, so the I had both the Reinforcement Walker and Devastator in my hand, and so I had a choice of which order to play those. I had the Fett's fire spray on the table, and so I could. There's a scenario where if you can't kill the Fett's fire spray cleanly with something in space, then I can Devastator and do 4 to you, and then attack with Fett's fire spray, and its indirect damage goes over the Bright Hope. Or I could use like the Devastator to gun down the Bright Hope. Right? There were a couple of things. The Reinforcement Walker and Devastator on that last turn, I could have Devastated and killed Blue Leader and the Bright Hope, and then you have to crash your space stuff into it, otherwise the Devastator kills you with 1 attack, right? So, cycling Anakin. I think Anakin. So I held a once again I held a Fang Fighter until way late in the game.
I've not had the opportunity to execute the Anakin plan.
Yeah.
He's just not been around.
Yeah. I think the Anakin plan is for the blue-green villainy decks that want to like dork around and then kill you. The Anakin keeps those decks in check and is probably halfway decent against the Yoda red or Han red strategies as well, because they're very heavily ground oriented. So. Fett on the ground did how much damage? Was it 12? I think Fett on the ground.
12, yeah.
So Fett,
and
it
like
was
Pride.
Fett Pride combined for
damage.
like almost all of the damage, right?
It was literally all the damage because the dagger didn't do any damage to me.
No, you have
Kylo
initiative.
did
This is
attack me
game.
once?
This is game 3, so
yeah.
you have the initiative.
No, Kylo didn't attack me. He got killed, I think.
All right, you go there.
It was kill.
You go there. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I think it's you. Don't love it.
R2.
Pride.
Babu.
Take the initiative.
Pass. Babu.
Babu frick. I'm definitely saying what the frick. All right, so Pride is actually going to attack R2 here, and do 2 indirect damage, and then I'm going to Fett an indirect damage.
Akbar Babu.
I'm going to play a Knight of Ren.
I'll take you for 1.
I will take the initiative.
Play Leia, ready to resource. Play Republic Y-Wing. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I am going to have Pride fight R2. And then you'll take 2 indirect damage. You actually get you could put 1 on R2 if you wanted because he had.
Yeah. So 1 on R2. I'll do 1 on Y-Wing.
And then I'm going to Fett you.
I'll take it on base. All Akbar. Leia.
I think the Knight of Ren takes out Babu. I have to kill all these stupid idiots.
Thank you for 2.
I'm going to play the IG 2000, and I'll do 1 damage to everything in space.
Thank you for 1.
I'm going to take the initiative.
Waylay. I cannot waylay that.
This?
I'll waylay Knight.
Waylay this? I'm sorry, you have to. I'm sorry, so you have to pick my IG 2000?
Yeah.
It's got the flag bearer claws from Magic.
As much as I wanted to play it, like waylay a Fifth Fire Spray that turn, right?
Yeah.
But nah.
All right. I think I have Pride fight Leia. So you're going to take 2 indirect damage.
So 1, 2.
And then I'm going to Boba Fett you for an indirect damage.
The base.
And then these guys, they're gone. I'm saying we salute Allegiant General Pride.
Resistance Bomb for 4.
First off, let's read. I'm going to play an HK 47.
Akbar.
I will replay my Knight of Ren.
Take it for 2.
I will take the initiative.
Take it for 2. Pass.
Let's hit you for 4.
Never in the list. Any reason? It's a good AF creature.
I had Marin in that slot. So this deck has a 3-drop problem in that there's a million 3-drops it wants to play, but it's a Data Vault deck. So it likes Super Laser Tech. It likes the Droid platform. I think the Droid platform is particularly bad in some matchups. This matchup is I've resourced the Droid platform every single time. I don't feel like trading it with an X-Wing token, right?
Make an X-Wing.
I am going to deploy Boba Fett into the ground arena.
Bob 8 feet. Thank you for 2.
I will attack you for 4.
Side 8. Yeah. Thank you for 2.
I am going to Daring Ray this X-Wing token, and then HK-47 is going to do a damage to you. You in the tank?
Take you for 3.
Okay. Attack you for 2.
Deciding between, like, is it worth attacking there or deploying Akbar to plan to exhaust that?
Ah, I see.
Right?
I see, yeah.
I think it's probably, I need the damage. You attacked me for 2?
Yeah.
I'll deploy Akbar.
I'm going to play a super laser tech. Yeah, so I've been particularly impressed by Knight of Ren in both Gar Green and the Snoke Lake Country deck that we played the other day.
Take your 3.
Knight of Ren fights all of those 2-drop Jedi cards. It just fights them all. It beats them all. Beats every single one of them, right? All right, I will take the initiative.
They beat up a lot of my shit.
It did. Yeah, it did. So
I'm gonna waylay.
He's gonna choose Knight of Ren again.
I'm thinking about super laser tech because I don't want you to get to Devastator Reinforcement Walker. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna get super laser tech and pass.
Okay. I will. Knight Arenu for 4. Is that your rice cooker exploding?
Yeah.
Okay. His rice cooker is currently exploding, everyone.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, okay. Don't even trip, though.
Don't worry. It's fine. I will U-wing. Those and
Damnable Resistance Blue Squadron, man. A Gunji.
the G-Man.
Alright, you need 15 damage.
So 7 to Boba Fett.
You need. So I'm looking at 6.
13? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. I am going to Maul Gungi. You'll take 3. 1 for HK, 2 trample.
Take it for 3. Exhaust. HK.
I get a next wing token. I take the initiative.
Take it for 1. Take you for 2. Take you for 2. Take you for 2. Take you for 3. Pass.
Alright, I have an overwhelming barrage, which lets Maul do 9, which I could do 1, 2, 3. The problem is everything attacks for 2, so I can't overwhelming barrage and win the game here. I have to I'm priced into reinforcement walkering. I actually think I lose because I'm like an action behind staying alive here. I'll gain 3.
I'll show you the gun.
Yeah. This matchup is like really, really close.
It is. It's cool.
I think if I have the overwhelming barrage on
the turn 5, I was like, if you had that, I would lose. I was literally thinking that I lose on the spot.
Yeah, I think that's the data vault problem, right? Like if I have the card at the right time, I probably win the game. If I, but I can't necessarily expect to see it.
Get that? Yeah.
One of the I wonder if the Vader yellow matchup is similar. I think the difference is that Akbar's putting 2 toughness things into play, right? So it's like soaking.
Yeah, it's not as easy to just clean up the ties.
Yeah. Is bombing run good? I was able to lane dodge in those games.
Yeah, interestingly enough, your ground was pretty scary.
Yeah. And the Knight of the Ren gives you that. So I had, like I said before, I had Marin in that slot, but doing some play testing, I actually think that so the combo there is like attack with Marin, discard a Kylo's. That's the goal, and then the Marin gets to do damage to stuff.
I feel like that's so rare.
Yeah, and it was just a 2 of. Yeah, also, right? There was just spots left over. I feel like the Knight of Ren is better. It's going to be better against the blue-red hero decks because it can fight into everything so cleanly. It
kills HK.
It doesn't die to
kills all these nerds in this deck.
Yeah. It just beats up everybody on the ground.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good call because even if you get the Kylo's silencer play off Marin, then you're playing a 2-drop on 4 resources.
Yeah, so that's the dream is silencer, right?
Yeah, right.
In practicality, you probably discard something. And so somebody asked about Marin before, and I don't hate Marin in this deck just because it does work with Boba Fett's ability, right? Marin, the thing is like if your game plan is the thing about Marin is it's positive tempo, right? Where if they're doing the indirect damage to their units, then at that point Marin is like a thing that they now have to like keep their units above, otherwise she just kills it, right? And a lot of time you have like 1 or 2 extra cards in your hand in this Fett deck if you could just play a bamboozle for free and remove something from the table, that would be enough. And so that was the rationale behind Marin. And so I don't think she's like awful. I think Knight of Ren is probably slightly better. Like it's got a slight edge to it. I think it's better in the control matchup. Now I think this deck is really good into the control matchups because it's just exerting a lot of pressure on the opponent the whole time. And the control decks usually skimp on the units that they play at various points in the curve. And the positive thing about that Akbar deck is that it gets to keep pumping people out onto the table.
It's pumping dudes out, and they got fat butts.
Yeah.
I was holding on to the U-Wing the whole game. It was my opening hand.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I need the U-Wing at some point. It was like great in the match previous to that, even though I lost that one, but still. Yeah. I need that to be able to reload space, especially if you're dealing with all my stuff. I do still think I'll lose to the OE on 5 because I was in such a bad position at that point.
The previous game and that game, I did not see Ruthless Raiders or Dornian gunships. I didn't see either of those. Yeah. I'm actually shocked I won that previous game because I paid no resources on 6. I deployed Boba Fett and attacked you and played nothing. Right?
You're too late now, Rum.
But
that's a good one though.
But Pride had pumped so much damage.
Pride was doing work. Yeah. I mean, the Akbar can basically never take initiative.
Yeah,
unless it has to not die.
Right.
Essentially. Yeah, but that was fun. I really like this Akbar deck. I would play a similar Akbar list. I think.
Yeah, I think the Akbar deck's got a slight edge. I took out like salvages, right? Like I don't think salvages matter.
Yeah, because I'm not really like cleaning your stuff up.
And there was actually too much pressure on me for Devastator, the 10-drop Devastator to matter, or the Crate Dragon, right? Because I think the problem is you're swarming the table.
This like you drop Crate Dragon, I hit you for a bunch in space. So I don't really do anything. I don't care.
Right. I'm either winning the game because you don't have enough units, or I'm like dying. Right. Yeah. That's the conundrum. So
yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
It's possible Planetary Bombardment is bad in the matchup because you've got so many dudes to put the stuff on.
Yeah.
I do think there are scenarios.
I mean, it did win the second game, right? Because I had to put on enough damage on. I mean, I had to kill Akbar and then put enough damage.
No, you
on
won
base.
that game.
I won that game?
You won that game.
The one where you played the planetary?
Yeah,
okay.
the one I played the
you're
planetary,
right,
you
right,
won.
okay.
You
Fair
won.
enough.
It was close. It was like this close away from
like
being able to do
damage.
it. So, all right. But yeah, I definitely have some changes in mind for this Boba Fett deck after this Akbar matchup for sure. So
we'll be back on Sunday. I'm sure
Yeah,
Nathan will be
I'll
happy to
have
tell
a-
you guys all about the PQ experience.
yeah, I'll have a PQ report.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for watching.
yeah,
Goodbye.
bye bye.